June is Men's Mental Health Month, but have you noticed how nobody has talked or posted about it? But if it was about women, it would be a whole different story. And I bet you half the men watching this video have never heard of June is Men's Mental Health Month.
I think after being a doctor, marketing is number 2.
No way.
I'm telling you, my boy. I'm telling you.
Lawyer.
I used to lawyers. Lawyers need us to advertise for them. So we are there. Even doctors.
Yes.
We are top of the
You need
top
to
of the
brand
pyramid.
the hospital
Oh,
in
no.
a certain way. When you buy something, you were convinced to buy it.
Yes.
What's that phrase that you use?
I wasn't convinced. I was scammed to buy it because I lost money. It's a scam. Marketing is basically the ability to scam people.
Yes.
You know, always push to be the on the back end. You know, be the scammer. Don't be scammed. You know, have the Josie mentality. You know, I saw something. People from Joburg are more likely to survive anywhere in the world.
I think so.
Because of you're wary of the environment. You're like, hey, dark alley.
Yeah.
No. Go back. Don't waste time.
Yeah.
You buy because of you see the flashy cars, flashy life. You know, should we get the gonga?
Sure.
You know, you buy into that. It's basic marketing.
Look at the things that you buy and ask yourself, why did you purchase them? Anytime you take out money out of your pocket, you were convinced somehow to buy.
Big brother, welcome to the King Connection Podcast. Please like, subscribe, share, and don't forget to hit the notification button. And most importantly, enjoy.
Welcome, guys. I'm with a guest today. I'm with Big Brother this side. You can make your own assumptions whether if he's the one and only Big Brother. I am with Kgomotso Mbambisa. Thank you for the intro. If you're already excited, like, no how. No. Yes, my brother. How are you doing, man?
No, I'm all good, man.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thumbs up. Like,
yeah, it's long waited. People have been saying, hey, boss, give us something. We want to be fed. And that's the time. I want to talk about who the heck is my guest today. Who are you, bro?
I'm the girl. Hey, yo, what up? It's your boy Mbish Africa DJ, aka I'm Xhosa, but not issue. It's your boy Mbish Africa.
What do you do?
What do I do? Yo. Hopefully it's not someone's girlfriend, you know. But yeah, what do I do? I'm a DJ, firstly, you know, YouTuber, slash, Kiri, how do I put this on? Yeah, I also run a security company, you know, for entertainment venues and events.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm a marketer, most importantly, you know. I'm a marketer. Everything that I do revolves around marketing.
Yes.
Which I believe is today's topic, you know.
Definitely. We're going to revolve around marketing and those type of stuff. What the heck is marketing? What are you talking about when you say marketing? How do you define it yourself?
How do I define marketing? So I believe that marketing is a social study, you know, in order to attract people to purchase products and services using advertising.
Okay, got it. Using advertising. So what's advertising?
Advertising is branding. How you align your brand. You know how these, and we should not forget the different types of advertising methods that are there, like your traditional newspapers, magazines. You know, car stickers, but now we've moved, you know, to more digital platforms like TikTok, YouTube, you know, whereby it's very income orientated because we look at how YouTube makes money, how YouTubers make money.
Yes.
We look at how TikTokers make money. We look at how influencers make money. It's mostly based around marketing as a whole. And how they advertise products and services from particular brands. You know.
Wonderful. Got it. Thank you for that, bro. Great introduction. How did you get introduced to marketing, man?
Marketing. So I was keynote. I was a marketing student.
Yeah, and then you became Bill Gates and left everything, and now you are starting a multi-million-dollar corporation. Multi-billion. Now you're worth billions of dollars. And you are relocating to Saudi Arabia.
It's kind of a ring. Mashallah, you know, we're producing a bit of Arab, you know, haram, you know.
It's haram to talk about these things.
Sober habits, you know,
because
it's countries like that whereby drinking and doing partying, it's taboo, you know, because it's a very religious nation, you know, and very business orientated and very family orientated. So if it's something that I'm really keen on doing, I need to have sober thoughts, sober mindset, and be very family orientated. You know, build something solid for the future. You know,
Relax. This is your space. Be free. Look into the cameras.
I wanna be free like
look into my eyes. I know I'm scary.
I wanna be free like Lebumato, you know. I wanna be free.
So me and him, we had a discussion earlier on. We said I said I'm the better singer. He says he's the better singer. So one day we're gonna give you guys a special. Not today though. Hey, my voice today is not
me. I can say now.
Even me.
Now.
Even me.
I don't have to use bass. I can use soprano.
I can use soprano as well.
Alto, tenor.
But I can sing in every range.
Serious?
Except bass. I'm not the best at the bass.
Okay.
But every range I can
No, me,
use.
I'm ready. I'm just saying.
Okay, no, let's move on. Wait, you used to be a marketing student. Let's talk about that.
No, I used to be a marketing student.
Why you used to, and what does that all mean, really? How was your journey as a marketing student?
Marketing is quite a challenge. People take it lightly. It's quite challenging.
Yes.
It's one of the most. I think it's one of the most. I think after being a doctor, marketing is number 2.
No way.
I'm telling you that way. I'm telling
Lawyer.
I used to lawyers. Lawyers need us to advertise for them. So we are there. Even doctors.
Yes.
We are top of the.
You need
top
to
of the
brand
pyramid.
the hospital in a certain way.
No. You know, marketing is not a.
It's a pop influence.
It's not.
It's papati.
It's
Okay, talk about it.
Okay.
What does it mean?
Meaning, what does it mean? How?
That it's not easy.
It's not easy. It's very challenging. You go there thinking, you do different types of marketing like newspapers,
Social media, television.
Boom. You go in.
You just think you put things on.
You
just think just because you post a post,
just
because you post an influencer, it's just gonna work.
It's that no. There's so much to it.
Yes.
You know, you learn about the different strategies, how to implement them. You know, they give you so many scenarios. It's like business. I think it's business studies whereby you learn the different problem solving techniques. It's also there. It's very deep there in marketing because of marketing is a problem solver to something, a product or service. It's marketing is there to solve problems basically. So there are so many strategies and techniques that are there. It's like science. You need to learn the different. You need to learn the what do you call it? The periodic table, the theories, the
molecules, and
exactly the same
formulae.
Exactly the same because of if you're faced with this type of problem, you need to implement that strategy, but be innovative enough to implement it in what we are faced today. I don't know if you understand. But
faced with
use
now.
today's.
It has to be
use-
relevant, and concurrently it has to be professional. Like it has to use the theory,
So-
the everyday theory.
So marketing like really needs a very creative individual. You know, that's why I took it upon myself to be like, okay, I think I got to a point where I think I've learned enough.
Yes.
I've learned enough, and I was like, you know what? It's due time that I started something of my own, because of if I were to continue this path, it's gonna really drain me.
Yes.
You know, so it's better if I was in an environment whereby second year I see people are graduating and they all stressed out, or like, yo, what am I gonna do
After this. Yeah.
You know,
I get that.
it's
It's like a sort of a post study type of a
post graduation what
post graduation or post study, not a disorder but like stress something.
and it's not just one person, but it's
all of us,
it's a
man.
room full of people. So I'm like, yo,
It's not just one person. No,
do I also
different people say that.
so it's a question of, do I also want to be in those do I also want to walk on that path, you know, whereby I could start my own?
Yes.
You know, so yeah, that's how we came about with Mark and Man, which it will be a sponsor of the show pretty much soon.
Yes.
Hopefully, God willingly.
Yes.
You know, so
very
yeah,
soon.
that's
You guys will find out more about that. But definitely, you are saying creative. How can a boring guy like this say he's creative and he's... Oh, that's why you left, because you're not creative enough. I'm joking.
no, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, you were too creative.
School limits
school.
you.
Yes.
School limits you. I remember, I think it was when I was in grade 9, when I was being taught English by a very good mentor of mine, Mr. Scott Taylor Allen Silver.
Yes.
He
Shout
actually-
out, Mr.
He
Silva.
actually quit his job because of...
Pastor Silva.
He actually quit his job as a teacher because of at that particular institution, because he felt that they don't allow him to be creative enough. You know,
Yes.
you look at the poems that we used to do. We did a poem on Work Rihanna song. We did
Oh,
a
yeah.
poem on Drake's Hotline Bling. What is a Hotline Bling? You know, it's things like that that made him a creative English teacher. He took the same topic, like poems, but integrated it with today's songs, which we listen to on a daily basis.
Yes.
You know, so
Shout out to creative teachers, man, honestly.
so yeah.
That's dope, man. Great experience. How did you then explain to your folks, the people who are paying for you, that you are leaving school?
It's a tough one to
maneuver, ne?
because they'll ask you, so like, what's your
plan
what's
after
your
this?
plan from here? And you know that after this we're cutting you off. And you have to be like, sorry. And it's like, yo, okay, now reality starts to sink in. You'll be like, yo, what's really happening? Am I really doing this?
Yes.
Of course, it took a toll on me because of I cut such a huge part of my life that I've always wanted.
Yes.
But I realized that if I really wanna make it in life and succeed, I
Yes.
need to really take this path and do what I really love, which is being a marketer and being an advertising guru.
Not just a theoretical.
A practical
one.
You know.
Yeah, got it.
I was on the thing of being
School,
creative,
yeah,
being
yeah.
creative. Being creative at school versus being creative in your opus. At school, you are limited to the number of risks you can take. Because you take a risk thinking that you created a marketing model or strategy. And be like, no, zero.
Yeah.
Forgetting that will go on your transcript. So you can't afford to mess up.
True.
You know, so you need to be very book oriented. And I'm one. You know, yes, I have to study for writing my exams. I actually did good. There were many times that like I was a top achiever and got money.
Wena,
Serious.
money. Kada lona diskolo tsa lona fedi fa di tšhelete.
So
Our school never gave us money, man.
because you had to pay.
My
You are
school.
public.
My school. Come on.
But yeah, you know, thank you to my to my lectures for that, because it really pushed me, you know,
out.
It's
Pushed
those
you out.
It's those 1-2 lectures that were really invested in what I do, that made me push harder to even achieve. But it's very unfortunate that I couldn't continue on that journey. But it's not that I've left. I still have more to achieve.
Yes.
You know, in the marketing space.
Definitely. So at the end of the day, marketing sounds like it's something where we are trying to convince someone to buy something.
Exactly.
Right. Which is a great activity that our little old friend, Top G, Mr. Tate, Mr. Andrew Emery III Tate, you know, he, you know, speaks about this, and he says, look at the things that you buy and ask yourself, why did you purchase them? Anytime you take out money out of your pocket, you were convinced somehow to buy.
Before we get there, look at this marketing strategy. Why did you even watch Tate?
Exactly.
Personally, I think that Tate is a good marketer.
100.
He used the fake till you make it strategy. Why do I say so? Because of when I started watching him, he wasn't all flashy.
Oh yes.
Until he started those courses whereby generated income for him to purchase the things that he's talking about. So
Bugatti.
it goes to show that you don't really have to be all on top, or have the certain amount in your account to prove that you've made it. You can use the fake it till you make it strategy, you know, like Tate did. That's how we got invested in him, because we thought that he's really can't know. If you can take a step back and look at everything from when you started watching to now.
I don't agree though.
I that's how I see it.
I started watching this guy, I think in late 2020. And that's actually quite early. Now that I noticed, because a lot of people started seeing him maybe around early 2022. 2022. Now I'm about to say 2022. Yeah. Early 2022, around that time when he started booming. And from my observation, bro, he has always been genuine. Fine. There's this like gap of footage that's not there. There's the gap when he was a kickboxer and he was quite young, and then it's like skips something and then he starts coming in, and now he has cars, and especially when they did Take Confidential, and now he has, but at that time he had supercars, bro.
No, it's basic marketing.
Okay, so he rented the supercars.
He confessed that he doesn't own anything. He confessed.
Of course, he doesn't own anything.
It's basic. No,
Elon Musk doesn't own anything.
Besides that, look at it from a marketing perspective.
Okay, marketing
It's
perspective.
like buying into a forex course. When you buy into South Africa's forex, you buy because of you see the flashy cars, flashy life. You know, should we get the gonga? Sure. You know, you buy into that. It's basic marketing. Whereby you have friends who are traders and you live with them on a daily basis. You're like, yo, I buy anything to get the bag, you know.
Sure.
You know.
I personally know them. Personally. Hey, I won't point them out because some of them, they didn't conform to that lifestyle. Anyway.
But yeah, you know, it is what it is.
It's marketing.
It's marketing.
Okay, the point I was making in juxtaposition to that as well is that when you buy something, you were convinced to buy it.
Yes.
What's that phrase that you use?
I wasn't convinced. I was scammed to buy it because I lost money. It's a scam. Marketing is basically the ability to scam people.
Yes.
You know, always push to be the on the back end. You know, be the scammer. Don't be scammed. You know, have the Josie mentality. You know, I saw something. People from Joburg are more likely to survive anywhere in the world.
I think so.
Because of you're wary of the environment. You're like, hey, dark alley.
No.
Go back. Don't waste time.
Yeah, because you know what could happen. What could come out of it.
What could come out of it? You have that Josie mindset. Now, you go to Cape Town, you're like, it's all soft. Hey, what. Hey, Baba. Go with the Josie mind. Have a hustler's mind.
Yes.
You know, don't be hustle, but be the hustler. You know.
So marketing It's legitimate scamming,
It's scamming.
which
it's,
is hustling.
It's like a day to day. When you hit on a girl, you basically
Trying to
you scamming her into buying into your life.
yes,
You know,
yes.
her being
a
with you.
reality with you. We are scamming each other.
We're scamming each other.
We
I
are
was
scamming
scared
each-
to come on this podcast. You know,
And I hope we scammed you enough so you can like, subscribe,
you know.
and click the noti bell and comment and tell us what you think. Yeah, and it's not always a bad thing. I think like when we hear the word scam, it has a negative connotation.
taboo. It's crime. You know. You
So
need
we
to-
must scam more.
We must scam more. Have a scam.
But does this mean we should stop being scammed more, or should we limit what scams are?
It's a thing. It's a thing of if you have that type of mentality of being a scammer, chance of you being scammed are very rare. You know, you are more likely. You are less likely to buy into a telephonic telesales. Hi, sir, you're selling this certain product. You're less likely to do so because you realize, hey, I've been in the back end of marketing. I've sold products. I've sold landline phones. I've sold insurance, funeral. You know, so I know what it means. It's just a matter of we pushing sales. I need to scam people. I don't care if who died. I don't care if you don't have money. I want your money. I want your last cent. You know.
Yes.
I
I must convince you, instead of taking it to the other scam, to use that money to me.
to buy.
So I must scam you out of that.
I want it now
Yeah.
because I have targets.
Yes.
I want that shoe. You know,
Sure.
I need to buy that.
You need to reach your
I
target
need
to
to
buy
reach
what
my
you
target.
want. So that you can buy what you were scammed out of.
Exactly.
You
You know, it's just that now me, I'm scammed on a very high level. It's a high level now. It's where big boys play now.
Yeah.
You know? Shy.
Come and play with the big boys.
Now you scam. Now I'm being scammed to buy a Rolls Royce. You know, a Rolex watch. Now
Exactly.
there's no advertising there. You know, that's personal. You know, they come to
Yeah.
you, they take sizes.
They scammed you with exclusivity.
Exclusivity. You know.
Aye, that's powerful right there. Some powerful stuff. I think vele scamming, we should allow ourselves to get scammed. Because you
I never allow.
okay, hear me out. You learn a reality. You learn to understand what this person is trying to achieve. When you've understood it, that's when you can divert it. Because sometimes, you know, the point I'm trying to make is that don't be ignorant to the reality that you are getting scammed. Sometimes, I think the worst scam is a scam where when you get home, you're like, yeah, I bought this.
What's this?
Hey,
And
I bought this mob.
something people don't know. Ne?
Hey,
The more you ask a marketer questions, you actually giving them room to actually convince you more. So if you want to buy,
if they're a good marketer.
if you want
If
to
they're
buy,
decent.
if you want to buy,
No, carry on.
if you want to buy a certain product, ask less questions, because of the more you ask questions, giving them room to be more, convince you more,
To scam you more.
Shaya you. I'll shaya you. If a girl was to come to you and ask you, why do you love me, those type of questions, I'll tell you why I love you, even though I don't.
Yes.
I'll give you heaven on earth. Barry Ho is life. You know, I'll give you heaven
3 or
on
4.
earth. Yeah, I'm sorry to the players out there, Baba, who thinks that they can play anyone. Here, I'll be as real as it gets, you know. Girls.
Says the scammer.
You're being scammed in numbers. You're being scammed.
So girls are the worst scammers.
Yo.
So
If
for the
cannot-
girlfriend allowance, those are scams as well.
No, it depends. It that one depends because of my girl doesn't have girlfriend allowance, but she has access to funds from me. You know. You get the difference.
I get the difference.
I'll ask questions. Why do you want that? Why do you want it? Like, how will
Why
it
do you want ice topaz
How will it benefit you?
and not
You know,
brutal fruit?
what will it bring to the table? So if
Yes, what you bring to the table.
if I buy a weave, for example,
Yes.
you know, okay, it's there to make you look,
To scam more guys.
but who is it attracting?
Exactly.
Why is it attracting
who are you
them?
trying to scam?
Is it bringing anything? Am I buying it for your channel or for your IG? You know, are we just buying it for so it can just be there? So to avoid being scammed or buying into unnecessary because a lot of us as black people we've bought into unnecessary policies and services that are very unnecessary. You know,
Is it really just black people?
no, it's mainly black people. We look at the people who are struggling in South Africa. It's mainly the majority. You know, we are landless.
Yes.
We are landless and moneyless.
80% of people are only on 11% of the land.
And we mostly live on credit. Why? Because of we buy into unnecessary, products and services. Why? We should
People are buying cars.
we should cut less of that. Why do you need a car? Forgetting that
They must be seen. I must be seen.
no, forgetting that there's so many modes of transport.
Yes,
There's taxis. There's nothing embarrassing about being in a taxi.
of course.
There's Uber.
But there is. I mean,
There
we
is-
want to scam more. This guy wants to scam more girls. He wants to scam them, so he uses a car to scam them. And now he's dating girls he doesn't want.
But now it's a thing of how is it benefiting him? How is the car benefiting him? Because if we look at a car in the business,
He'll be scamming the boys that he's dating a hot chick.
yes. But now we want to push for growth.
Yes.
We want to push for growth. You get a car. How's it gonna benefit you? Is it bring income? How much is it taking away from you? You look at the 5
Cost
years.
benefit analysis.
You look at the 5 years that you're gonna pay for the car. Are you gonna be able to pay for that 5 years? You look at auction houses are full. I went to an auction a couple of weeks ago. It's full of cars,
Repoed.
Golf 7s, and it's cars like that are the colleagues are today, Joe. BMWs. You look at
You can even see it's fresh. You check the mileage.
Very
There
fresh,
is like
very
10
low.
kilometers.
So we need to change how we think. If I get this certain, if I do decide to put Wi-Fi in my house, how is the Wi-Fi gonna benefit me? Is it just for TikTok, or am I gonna use the Wi-Fi to upload my YouTube videos and do some online studies? Look at the long term. If I pay 250 every month,
Yes.
and I decide to keep it for 2 years, I need to calculate in the 2 years how much am I gonna lose. Look at if you wanna build, you should do a long-term plan with your money, even though it's not there yet. But look at, if you subscribe to a certain service, look at how it's gonna benefit you. If you're gonna decide to take your phone on contract,
Yes.
do the math. Is it really worth it? How much you should look at? How much is the phone? Look at the cost of data that they're giving you.
Yes.
Look at the attempt that they're giving you. Is it beneficial in the long term? That 45,000 that you're gonna pay for that iPhone 14 is really worth it? Whereby you could have invested in yourself with that 45K.
Or a smaller phone, a Samsung A
There's
45.
There's proper services out there that are very affordable. You don't have to go to a Virgin Active to be fit.
Hey,
Instead, you can buy equipment at home.
They got
Think
their
about-
mind scammed. When you get your mind scammed, the point really is the mind. He who owns the media owns the mind. Beyond that, the whole narrative really is to get you to buy into something. Now, there are people who have bought into that the real success is only money. Or let's bring it further, is looking like value, looking like you have something to offer. Now, I see people who are paying close to 1,000 on memberships called Virgin Active. They don't even go there.
They have
10% of
they
the
have
month.
they have. I used to have this mindset. So long as I the gym, they gym.
Sure. That's what it is.
Fit automatically. Where else you forgetting you're paying for your service and you really need to use it and work out in order to see improvement.
I think
That's when you get value for money. Then, if you're actually using the service,
I think as people, we must learn to scam ourselves. Is that possible? First of all, to scam yourself.
That's a tricky one. That's a very tricky one. You know.
Yes. I think we can. I think we can scam ourselves. And what that is all about is...
So the question is it possible to scam
yourself? I think you can scam yourself. How do you do that?
I think scamming to yourself is basically lying to yourself.
Yes.
Giving yourself
Let
a
me
false
get to that.
narrative of life. So basically, people who are scamming themselves are people living fake lives.
No. There are two ways. There are two ways of looking at it. There's that way, then there's the way of scamming your mind into doing things in a particular way. You have to scam your mind to believe that porn is not good if you want to get away from it.
Which is not well.
Yes.
Okay, let's start there.
Cut it. Cut the hub. So, bad for your brain. Bad for your brain. If you want to change your diet, you need to lie to yourself, scam yourself to say it's bad for me, or rather say I'm going to start eating less. We are going to do this together. Mind, we are going to do this together. And that's how you are scamming your mind. You are trying to do this, you are scamming yourself to believe a certain narrative. You can say, for example, real G's do not masturbate, so I will not do that. And you just keep doing that. It might not happen immediately. The same way that some people lie to themselves. They create delusions, and they lie to themselves about certain, they lie to themselves and they lie to themselves and say they are healthy, but all the time they're mentally healthy, but all the time they're drinking themselves away, they're drinking their problems away, they're drinking every weekend, they're not saving money, they're just living a life on continual imbalances or continual imbalance, and they're just going on this perpetually. And I think we need to start scamming ourselves. Before we need to scam ourselves to a point where we choose what scams us. Because that's the problem. That's consciousness, where people lose conscient and conscious decisions, where they are mindful about what they're doing, where they're intentional. It seems like we've lost that. People lost that.
That's how people start
that grit.
That's how people start settling for anything.
Yes, and that's what we are doing as people. We have crises in South Africa. These things have been long addressed by the people. The government should be afraid of not giving us what we deserve. Girls as guys, we allow them to do whatever they want in the relationships. We allow them to dictate that they should have girlfriend allowances, that they have friends. Friend male besties, and we know the story about guys and stuff like that. Even
Please check it.
I'm going to shoot you.
Please check it, please.
This man.
Hello, Isha, I touch. You to get nothing.
We need to wait for it.
Yeah, I press it. Or when I that toggle thing, what else? The toggle on top. Top left. There's a up down thing. Top left on the side.
Left
on the side.
Oh,
just push it down. Yeah.
You must take a video of that phone and say, this is how a hustler's phone looks.
Yeah,
like.
you know.
He knows how to use it. Only he knows. Only a hustler. He has his own pattern encryption.
If someone else is stealing, they won't be able to use it. Yes. Unless they fix it, which is quite the same.
More. So what's on? Hey, I must.
I won't fix it. I
must bring the phone as well.
And I'm very happy I can call.
You have everything that you want.
Everything is
very happy.
It's because of I was involved in the crime, and I realized so much was taken from me. Yes. My phone was taken. Wada. So I was like, you know what? Let me not fix anything. If it's material, let me not fix it. So yeah, it's out.
Yes. So I was saying that. Everyone is getting scammed, and you choose what you're allowed to get scammed into and out of. You can get scammed into believing that you're depressed. You can scam yourself out of believing you're depressed. Because at the end of the day, it's mental. It's a mental thing.
It's
Some of them are inherent. We get
also,
it.
don't forget what you take in also matters. The music that you listen to. You know, if you're gonna
The conversations
if you're gonna
that you
wake
have.
up and go like, babe, you know, that's all you're gonna think about. Life is all about sex, you know. But if you wake up to a hill song saying, I'll call upon your name, you'll start believing more.
No, Ntokozo Mlambo, is it?
Oceans, hill song.
I want to use South African
Oh, okay.
artists. You know, Clay. You know, those artists. Yes.
You know, if you wake up to a bow down, you know, you'll start praying more, you know, because we should also So yeah, it's also a thing of we should also have alignment.
Yes.
You know, because of
Alignment. That's an
because of
important word.
most of these marketing, we don't know, but media is so religion based. You know, there's so many. You look at Barre Illuminati. You know, it's this. If you are a religious
Just come
person,
closer to the mic.
if you are a religious person,
Yes.
you know, you go if you understand deeper, and you know how if an advert is, for example, in the UAE, the ads they don't have bums,
Yes,
women,
yes.
because of the religion that they try their best to keep evil away because of you show bums, it creates lust
Yes,
within the household. The father starts looking at young girls, the mother starts looking at the young kids.
hunks.
The kids start
him?
The kids start
Exploring,
developing at a very young age. You look at now,
Yeah. Hey, now it's horrible.
kids are developing at a very young age. You know, so
And it's not
Let's-
just like body wise, like the mentality.
the mentality, you know,
These girls are even shelling us, bro.
bruh,
Yo.
the bar is being set high now.
Now imagine hey, when they are 14, wa go shela 21, 22, 23. Now Hannah 19.
I remember there was
Otlo batla le bo 28 year old.
I remember there was a time I was sitting on a girl at school. She was like, "No, I don't want you. I want your father." I was like, "Hey,
Woo!
it's bad." You know, which is marketing because of our fathers have sold themselves so
They've been
well.
scammed.
They've sold themselves so well, so that the girls can buy into their products. They can buy into them. You know.
Exactly. Jeez, man. Yo, how do you guys think about all of these things?
You know, it's a debatable topic that is there's still room for more into this topic. You know, it's just a matter of hearing what the people have to say about it. You know, have they been scammed before?
Have you been scammed before?
You know,
Have you been scammed before? How has been your experiences? What are some of the worst and best experiences?
And
what are the best scammers that you've ever been
a
around?
practical scam.
What were the best scams that you've had
It will-
and partook of?
A practical scam is a girl. Let's keep it low. Let's not go to brands, corporations, organizations. Is a girl buying to a fucked up nigga and later realizing,
I can't change it.
you know.
But she knew.
She knew all along. But
What else
because of the
happening
deliverance was so good,
there? Oh.
you have to buy into it, bruh. You have to buy into it. If I were to meet someone now and sell myself, even though I know that I'm as fucked up as I am, she's gonna buy into because I'm selling myself so well. I'll take you out. I'll get you flowers. You know, I'll get the flowers first month. Take her out first month. I start dog mode.
Hey.
Wababa.
Yeah. 10 past 4.
10 past 4. You know. So yeah, guys, stay woke. Have a mind of a marketer. You know,
Of a scammer.
of a scammer.
Of a hustler.
Don't be scammed. Be a scammer.
Don't be scammed. Be a scammer.
And ally yourself.
And align yourself with God.
Oh God.
Thank you.
Hey,
Very
Taylor.
wonderful.
This is Big Brother.
Man, it's a pleasure having you here. We're gonna bring you back.
Mbish, please leave the Big Brother house in 10.
You know. Yeah, but anyway, thanks for the invitation as well.
Thank you for accepting my scam. I've scammed him. I'm a great scammer, am I not, guys? Thank you so much for joining in the podcast. It was a wonderful episode. You're coming back. 100%
If the people want me back,
please comment if you want him back. Do you want Big Brother back?
You know, it's so bad. You might think that they want you back. Next thing, you are the most hated person on the internet.
Exactly.
Yo, why is it Twitter? Yo, I think that's why maybe.
What Twitter?
Twitter.
Oh, I thought. Oh, yeah, black
because
Twitter.
of
Let's say.
Hangata, these conversations, they fell up whereby someone take a snippet of what I said. Then
they must.
They have
any press is good press.
No, but they take this certain part that I said,
and now,
men are dogs. This guy said men are dogs.
Connotated around there.
Then they shut me down.
Hey,
cancel culture as well. We should talk about the cancel culture.
We'll talk about that.
You know,
people
how TikTok, for example. Yeah, we should talk about cancel culture and how TikTok has shortened the understanding of things. Like for example, like
attention span.
Never mind attention span. Like for example, they take that segment where I say men are dogs. They take away the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes, and they put that part.
Oh yeah.
We should talk about something with
how now information is. Are we supposed to now? People who create this long format comment, are we supposed to like accommodate those guys and have shorter, like in a summary type of a thing?
It's very tricky because you should look at how you take that shortened. Which part are you gonna take?
Yes.
And will it create enough understanding so that people don't end up bashing you?
Yes.
Because of someone who's on their phone, they're not scared to bash. I mean, like
they are far.
We are in a depressed society whereby suicide rate is very high. Most men are killing themselves.
Yes.
So, you know, someone who got library connected to Wi-Fi, they're not fucking scared to bash you. They'll tell you, are you talking shit?
Yeah, using a pseudo account.
Someone who's using emergency airtime will bash you. You know.
Hey.
But yeah, that's a topic for if I am invited, hopefully.
So now you're trying to scam me to scam you.
You know, yeah.
Okay, for closing question, what do you think is the future for marketing in South Africa?
There's still a great space. There's still a great space for marketers in South Africa. You know, you look at the consultancy that we started. I think it has a high chance of being the top agency, for example, in South Africa.
We are going to be the top agency.
It has a high chance, looking at the type of knowledge we have and the team we are, the network we are based with. The chance of it being top in South Africa is very high. So there's still a great space.
Yes.
You know, we're still using old models to market. You know,
with young blood.
With young blood, you know, with newspapers. We haven't really moved into digital.
Yes.
You know,
so there's a galore.
There's a galore space. For example, here's an idea that anyone can take. In the hood, they don't have a digital billboard. What would you do if you were to create your own digital billboard and rent out that space to local businesses?
Yes.
You know, have it on 24 hours. I know it's a very expensive project, but imagine that in the hood. You know, we've neglected townships so much, forgetting that's where the money is.
100%.
You look at the money circulating in townships and it's like, billions.
Yes.
On a daily basis.
Bruh, I mean, just the taxi industry alone is billions.
It's billion.
So the informal sector, it's billions as well.
You look at most people who are actually being scammed, you know, into like your pyramid schemes. It's actually people in townships, you know.
Yes.
So yeah.
The future of marketing, just like in a short, I heard you, but I just want to. There's still a space. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, there's still a great space in marketing, and for people to make it within the marketing space.
There's still an open sector for digital.
For digital marketing as well. We're still using very traditional.
And there's still an open market.
You know, we're still using very traditional methods.
Yes.
And if young people were to come together and connect, we can put South Africa to the top. You know, we actually don't need to
bring it back, man.
We actually don't need to rely on the government. You know,
bring back SA. Hashtag bring back SA.
For example, this your YouTube channel can actually be the biggest in a year with the right strategies and implementations, can be the biggest YouTube channel
Let's
in the
implement
country. You know,
Yeah,
pushing
we're getting there.
towards the international level. But yeah, please like, subscribe, guys, share.
Pleasure, Top G. Thank you for coming through. Thank you, guys. Thuli the King Connection podcast. Thank you so much for joining in. Share if you like the content. Yeah, man. Let's be aligned. Let's connect. Let's be good. Arne monate. You know the vibes. I'd like to thank Tlankis Lounge for offering us this wonderful facility for us to shoot in. Guys, thank you so much. You can see more about them in the description. You can book this place for all events, intimate, body baby shower, private parties. The list goes on. Be creative. Shooting your podcasts. Just hit them up and tell them that you are affiliated with us, or you got the affiliation from us. They'll give you something special from us to say thank you for viewing and contacting them. Thank you guys so much. Stay blessed and God is good. Hola.